guess what's it been like the last 48 hours or so for you?
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. It's been an adjustment. Packed up everything, hopped on a plane, got right here. So got right to it.
What's the process now of trying to learn a playbook and get ready to play as quick as you can?
Yeah, I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, just try to, find similarities, use puzzle words, do whatever you can, acronyms, kind of memorize everything. But that's what we do in this profession. You never know when you got to switch up. You got to be able to adjust and move on the fly.
When you're back during the draft period times, though, did you talk to the Eagles? Because I remember they took Derek Barnett. Like, did you talk to the Eagles at the time?
That's so many years ago. I don't think I did. But yeah, I don't really recall. I really don't.
What did you know about the team? I guess before you got here, though.
The only thing I really need to know is playoff potential. It really is. So just giving that shot. Understanding the history of the team, understanding it's a great organization, great players. You know what I mean? Obviously, the quarterback is obviously phenomenal. Offense, defense got playmakers across the board. This is a really disciplined team. Got a great legendary defense. So.
They have a need at your position. I mean, I guess what can you bring to that edge rusher rotation?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take away anything the team already been doing. I feel like I'm the perfect fit. Get off the ball, get to the quarterback, being physical and run. I'm trying to be everything the team possibly need. Be utilized at a high level.
What's up, Mike? I mean, going from a team like Carolina that wasn't really playoff and everything coming here. Have you noticed anything right away that's different?
The morale, across the board. And that's not me talking bad on any other team or other former organization. It's just when you get somewhere where winning is a part of the culture, it just rubs off on you, and you're ready to win too.
What do you think you have to show them in the next few days to get some playing time on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just memorizing the playbook. I know the coaches got my best interest, obviously, and also respecting other players. I wouldn't be out there and not know anything, be a detriment. So it's one of the things I just got to get caught up to speed, get my practice reps in, get an understanding, get a feel for guys beside me, understanding what other guys, how they like to rush, how they like to play in the run game. So that's really what it's all about, really get caught up to speed.
Vic has talked before about how it's easier to kind of onboard an edge guy because it maybe isn't as complicated as it would be for a safety or a linebacker. Has that been your experience? Is it a little bit easier at that position?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody got their own, individual sort of deal they got to go through. But yeah, I mean, edge is edge. I mean, it's not too many things you got to do. Get to the quarterback, stop the run, set the edge, force everything back inside. So.
Do you know anybody here in Philly already, or are you coming in cold, like a teammate, coach you might have crossed paths with?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's my 8th year, so it's players, it's coaches I already played with, seen before. So, yeah.
How about Teron? You got a chance to play with him a little bit in Carolina.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What do you know
True.
about him?
True. No, I mean, just a great guy. On and off the field. I'm going to do everything he possibly can to get out there.
You think he can help you with the transition a little bit?
For sure. Yeah, that's really my guy. When we was in Carolina, we had a great bond. And this is amazing to be reunited. That's how this game is. It's hard to make good relationships no matter where you go. And that was a genuine friendship. On the field, off the field, we're just really cool. And just great to be reunited. Actually, when he got to Carolina, he was talking about this place before. So when I got here, I was kind of like, wow, I see what you're saying. So
I apologize if you were asked this, but in the pre-draft process, I know it's 8 years ago. But do you remember interacting with the Eagles at all? And what was your kind of takeaways from it?
Yeah, I don't really recall. It's a long time ago, so I don't really recall for real.
Big picture, what have they expressed to you once you do learn the playbook and the schemes and whatnot? What have they expressed to you? Is there hoping that you're rolling with that big picture for the next 6 games and beyond? Yeah,
I mean, we haven't even got that far. I mean, right now I'm just trying to get the playbook down. Like I said, trying to get a feel for all the other guys, get to know the names. You know what I'm saying? Staff, equipment staff. I mean, strength staff. Trying to know everybody, understand the culture. But yeah, I'm sure we'll detail that, and everything will play out the way it play out. Like I said, the coach can put me in the best position to make plays and be able to help this team in the way that they need help. They already got the ball rolling. I'm trying to be an assistance to that. I'm not trying to be a hindrance to it. So.
What was your reaction when you got released?
Like this. So yeah.
It worked out, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
What sticks out about this Eagles defense, and what makes you excited to play in a defense that's been doing so well this year?
Just legendary play style. Great players. Great players take responsibility, for their job, and that's what I'm all about too. So I'm ready to roll.
Have you met PG before? Like today? Did you get to talk to him at all? See him?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
what was that like?
No, it was great. Great interaction.
How would you describe his personality?
Unique. Yep. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
I got there my freshman year. I got there in 2017.
Yeah.
And then my other memory would be probably when we played UNC. He threw that deep ball to Jalen Smith, and everybody's down there somewhere, but you see me in front of him blocking my man. So that's a cool memory to me.
Nice. Excited to see him?
Yeah, it was cool to see him for sure. It's cool. It's cool. It's gonna be cool to see him. I seen him in the bye week. No, you good. You can leave right there. Yeah, I seen him in the bye week. Got to talk to him during the bye week, so it's gonna be pretty cool to see him. Shake his hand a little bit, talk to him.
When you guys face a run defense that has been this good, do you kind of look forward to that challenge?
Yeah, we do. We look forward to every challenge every week. You know, we just gotta, like last week, we gotta handle the movement, handle the front, and check our box and do our job.
As I'm sure you've seen, you've gotten a lot of love on social media for the way you're blocking in that game. Would you say that was your best game? What stood out about the way you played?
Wouldn't say it's my best game. I mean, I'm still trying to get better every day. I'm still trying to just be better than I was yesterday. You said what was the things that I was?
Yeah, like what stood out to you about the way you played?
I feel like I definitely, my angles were definitely better this week. My angles for my combo blocks, my pass pro, like everything was what I've been training, and I just got to keep doing it.
We obviously see what Saquon's doing on the field. It's hard not to. But how valuable is he to you guys off the field? What's he like behind the scenes?
He's very valuable. You know, he shows appreciation towards us. We show appreciation toward him. Like earlier, I just told him earlier, I was like, bro, I appreciate you. He was like, for what? I was like, man, just being you. Like, just keep being you. He was like, yeah, I appreciate you too. So he's real down to earth. You know, he's a funny guy. He's real cool people. It's like you wouldn't people of that stature usually aren't down to earth people. Right? They're very cocky. So he's not like that at all.
He seems very unselfish. He's always cheering on Kenny G.
Yeah,
when he gets his...
he's very unselfish for sure.
What does that mean to you guys? And how rare is that maybe in the NFL these days?
It means a lot. You know, it makes you want to go harder for your teammate, go harder for him, go harder for anybody on the team. Like we all support each other as big brothers. We're like a big family on this team. So it just makes you want to go harder for the person next to you.
If I had an MVP vote, what would be your selling pitch on why he should win it?
Go watch the film. I mean, it ain't really much to sell. Like, just go watch the film. Go see what they do week in and week out.
A lighthearted question for you. You guys are out there on the goal line. You put your hands up on the touchdown sometimes. It looks like this time you were waiting for Kenny to get cleared there. At what point did you decide to kind of call it?
You guys are still having tremendous success. Are you getting to the point where you guys believe as a group that we're going to be able to run no matter what?
No, I mean we don't think like that. We go into each week, and even last week, I think a lot of teams were having difficulty running the ball against the Rams because they did a good job of stemming the defense. So, you know, we're humble. We're going into the game humble, willing to work, but we know this is a different style of defense. I think when you just look at the bodies, they have some big guys up front, do a good job of playing long, shedding blocks, and I think that's what, you know, the physicality of their team really is.
What have you learned about Mekhi playing next to him now? 11 games and even through OTAs. What have you learned about him as a player and a person?
Yeah, he's got some long arms, so it you know, it definitely helps. I feel like defenders aren't used to seeing that type of length, you know, as far as arm length at the guard position. So it's been fun, man. I'm just you know, trying to have fun. I know he is enjoying the ride, and then really, I mean, the season's gone by fast. So you know, I don't think he was expecting to play here. He was coming in, obviously, to play some tackle, and then they say, you know, the more you can do.
You spoke about staying humble. It's kind of been a message you've been given after each game, even these big wins, about not being complacent, the way you practice. Is that something you try to reinforce to the team? What's kind of behind that?
I'm just telling you what I've learned. I played a lot of ball, so. Yeah, especially this time of year, you know, people's sense of urgency is up, you know, yeah, I mean, the thing is, I think just remember what brings success, and I think it comes down to the practices. You got to practice what you do on Sunday, so it comes down to this. Obviously, today was a little bit different, but you know, it's really what it comes down to: practicing hard, and your habits take care of yourself on game day.
Is it fair to say you know the weight your voice carries, you know, in this locker room, in this organization?
Yeah, I just try to, you know, when I speak now, Try to think it over maybe more than I did when I was younger. But
I enjoyed it when you were younger.
Yeah, no, I mean the passion. I still have the same passion there. I just, I'm living through a lot of the young guys that keep me young. Landon, up and down every day about something about the schedule or something on the field. Just how goofy and quirky. A lot of our guys are like that, so they keep me young. A lot of fun, and so on the other side of the coin, it's nice, and I'm living through them.
The rate with which you guys are displacing people and knocking them on their backs seems to be higher. Normal. What do you attribute that to?
One guard 6'8", like I said, he's a big guy, so I think he gets up on guys fast, and then by the time they get within striking range, it's too late. So, I thought Mekhi's really transitioned well from going from playing left tackle to right guard. You're playing in a phone booth. I think he's has a broken hand, broken wrist, so he's going through that and playing well. And I think each game is getting better. There's different aspects of it: run game, screen game, landmarks are better. So, very talented. I'm very excited for him getting these games under his belt and showing what he's capable of. And I'm proud of him. But at the same time, we're in the thick of the season, so we can enjoy it when it's over. And just remember, man, I think in order to have successful Sundays, the week has to be a long process and take care of itself.
With Baltimore's top-ranked run defense, how important is it to stay committed to the run, even if it's not working out?
Yeah, I think a lot of teams, they get stopped early and maybe don't stay committed, go to the passing game. But like I was telling them, when I see their front, they got big physical dudes, long. They do a good job of playing two-gap, shedding it. I feel like the linebackers play pretty tight to the line of scrimmage compared to other teams, and do a good job of kind of building the fence. And that's really what I've noticed for the past few years. Both lines. I feel like they're pretty similar to us. They take the trenches very seriously, and that's why they've had a lot of success over the years.
Saquon Barkley's numbers are vastly different from the first half to the second half. 400 plus in the first half, 900.
Yeah.
Do you have a reason for that?
Yeah. There's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff you can game plan throughout the week, and then when you get to the game, they may show up in a different defense. So you have to make those adjustments after each series. And like halftime, there's some plays that maybe don't run the first half, run the second half. So I think I credit it to that. Really,
halftime adjustments. That's
yeah.
Okay.
In these past 12 years, you've kind of been on top of which edge rushers were emerging. You told us about Sweat before he was a starter. Which of these guys is going to have to step up now without BJ and up?
I just think I think Nolan's progressing. I think Jalix is really progressing. Just from where he was earlier in this year, and you're seeing him add strength. I think his quickness and agility is really impressive. So I'm looking for Jalix to keep coming. Obviously, I think Nolan's done a great job this year. And so it's really. But if there was a guy that I think can make some exciting plays, is Jalix.
Yeah, I talked to Jalix last week and I asked him if he had his welcome to the NFL moment. I don't know if he heard, but he said, shout out to Lane. He didn't snip the quarterback for a couple weeks, reps against you. How much have you seen the improvement from that point?
Yeah, tremendous.
To right now.
Yeah, well, I still think he was pretty fresh to, playing defensive end. He's a former safety, so. But I think for him, he's a great learner. I think the biggest thing is how he uses his hands. I think he's always had the athletic ability, but just his approach to the rush attack. He's a smarter football player, and he has, I think, put on some size from the beginning of this year to where he is now. So when I see his movement and makeup and what he potentially be, I think he could be a really good, dangerous edge rusher with his movement skills.
Is he the scout team player and he's the best this year?
Yeah. Mekhi Becton has done a great job. David, when he was here. I think the big thing for them is effort. I think our guys are giving great effort. And I think oftentimes that the scout team's kind of overlooked. But that might be the most important piece. For guys that play hard and are consistent, even though they may not be getting game reps or limited game reps, they're still out there competing, and that makes us better. But that's all what we've always done around here. We preach that, and guys, so whenever they do play hard, then when they go into a game where they get promoted up, they're ready.
BG will obviously continue to lead, bring energy behind the scenes on the sidelines.
Yeah, I got a story for upbringing energy. Keep going.
But like, what's the key to not letting his absence on the field impact you guys in a negative way over these games?
Yeah, I mean, obviously losing BG is blow to this team. Everybody was saying the farewell tour this year, but I think they were forgetting what type of player that he is and that he's been. So yeah, man, he's not going to be playing, but he's going to be on the sidelines. He talks a lot of crap. What he's been doing this year, I just found this out. He goes up to all the guys I got to block pregame, talk to them. So I was wondering why Jared Versus always was so mad at me during the game, and it was because he was talking to him. And apparently he's been doing it for years. So
you didn't see him do that before Super Bowl and Kelsey got
Yeah, I saw him do it to Dexter Lawrence. I didn't see the Super Bowl, but
yeah, you're right. It was Dexter Lawrence. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think he did the Super Bowl too.
Yeah,
I remember Dexter.
But
that's
hey,
the one guy you know.
I was wondering why he was so damn mad at me. And so, but yeah, man, it's definitely a big blow. But he's positive, and I mean, you're not gonna see the last of him. You're gonna hear him for sure. So. He'll be my interpreter. I won't be talking much. He can talk for me.
And then Mekhi was telling us how much fun he's having this year.
Yeah.
And he said it's because of you guys.
Yeah.
As one of the leaders in here, someone who sets the tone. How much do you appreciate that, and how do you feel some sense of pride about that?
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to feel, I want it to be, hey, we're going to work our ass off. We're going to take it serious there, and then we're also going to have fun and enjoy ourselves and laugh. I think that's a good recipe for putting you in a good headspace. We can play fast and you're worry-free. But, yeah, I think just with how Coach Stout coaches TJ, we do a good job of, Mekhi came in as a tackle. He didn't know he was going to play guard this year, but doing a good job of attacking every practice and walkthrough, and don't waste any time because, hey, you never know when your opportunity is going to come. And, he's taking full advantage of that. And like I was saying, I think each game he keeps getting better with his hands. It's different from going from tackle to playing inside, a lot different. So done a great job. You see him get up to the second level this past week. So he's got special attributes. His length is something they're not used to inside. So I appreciate it.